doing a November, what's coming in December 2019. So I thought I'd go ahead with that today. So in front of you are three piles, pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. So today we look at what's coming up for you in December 2019. Okay, so please choose your piles. The first pile is rose quartz. This is rose quartz. Second one is green citrine. I really don't know where that comes from, but I liked it. And the third one is Moonstone. So please pause your video and pick your pile, and then we'll start. Right? Let's start. So pile number one, rose quartz. We are going to, okay, I hope you can see this because what's coming up in December 2019 for pile number one? Let's see. It's the end of the year. A blessing for the right words. Eight of Pentacles. King of Swords. Pure intention. Answered prayer. Deception. Exchanging gifts. And angels of the four directions. Okay, guys. I hope you can see. I'm going to try to fit in as many in the screen as possible. All right, so what's coming up in December 2019 for pile number one? I I don't know, like, I feel that this month for you, so it is the end of the year 2019. I think, a lot of things are coming to a completion, I feel, with this card. First of all, Angels of the Four Directions. Now, four directions are east, west, north, south, and the number four is the number of stability. So I feel a lot of stability is coming to you from all over, like all over in your life, in all aspects of your life. I am seeing stability coming in because with this angels of the four directions, I feel you're being protected, you're being balanced. There is a very spiritual sort of a feeling to this card. It's like you've risen above, and you can see in all four directions now, as in, like you have a top down bird's eye view perspective. That's the very first thing I'm getting. There is some stability that has come in your spirit, in your spiritual self. You found spiritual stability is what I'm hearing actually. That you have, I'm sorry if it sounds a little spiritual here, but this is exactly what I'm getting. That you have somehow been graced with spiritual stability at the end of 2019, because I think that you have been going through a process, and now all areas of your life are going to be in balance. I get balance, right? I also get a lot of other things here, like you've ascended, you've gone to a higher level, a higher perspective in your thoughts, in your perception. And now you are in your soul very balanced. So December is bringing you balance, is what I'm hearing. Okay, you are going to be very balanced. Your view is going to be on, you are going to be looking down from a top down perspective on everything. Your goal is the light. Okay, so you are aspiring towards something higher than the daily mundane thing. There is an elevation that has happened or is going to happen in December. All right. Now, that said, I also feel that spirit is with you. Like, spirit really is with you at this time because their angels, their guides, their masters, ascended masters, everybody is with you at this time because you are supposed to, go towards go into or rise into the path of light. And you've done it. Like, I feel coming December, you are rising, you have risen. All right. Okay, now let's get back down a little bit. Um, I'm seeing with the King of Swords and deception. I feel there might be people around you who might be a bit jealous. I feel, like they might be jealous, or they might be energy vampires, or they might be backbiting behind you or gossiping about you, not in a very good way. Okay, so if you can see this, and you kind of are aware because if I pair this up with a blessing on the right words, I feel that it's like you somehow sense it, because this lady here, she's sensing what these guys are talking. She knows what they're talking, and I feel that yeah, you might be surrounded by people, maybe at your workplace, or maybe in your friendships or social circle, uh, who don't really have your best in mind, and I think you need to really um, you know you don't need to really concentrate on what they're saying. It says a blessing for the right words. So you need to kind of put your focus away on what they are talking, whether they're talking about you or they're talking about something in general which is affecting you. I really feel you need to turn away and become the King of Swords. Okay? Do not let anything muddy or anything unwanted come into your pure spiritual energy. Don't let the waters be muddied by any kind of gossip or anything. Keep your intentions pure, okay? So I feel you need to watch out for people like that, not let them affect you too much, or just be a little discerning about friendships, or just be discerning about what you are hearing, or what people are coming and telling you. Please take it with a pinch of salt because I feel that there might be information which is passed on to you which might not be for your highest good or is wrong for that matter. So please avoid any kind of gossip. You need to hear the right words at this time. Um, I do feel there might be some situations at work, that might make this happen, or in general, even with friendships. Now, you need to be a little aloof. I see you being a little aloof in December, as in not really, like kind of building boundaries, building your boundaries, kind of not allowing just about anybody to, step into your boundaries. You are now listening to your, inner self, right? You are now listening to your inner self because you are, finally in balance with this card. You're finally in balance, and you want an equal giving and receiving. With this exchanging gifts card, I feel you are going to be attracting people on the same frequency match or level to you, not people who are vibrationally not a match for you, right? Now, at work, I feel, there's going to be, you're going to be working a lot. I think with the Eight of Pentacles, I'm seeing very focused and very focused and detailed work. You are creating something beautiful, something of great value. And it's just about flowering, whatever it is. It could be a business, or it could be just work or a project. But you are now looking into the details of it, like fine tuning something and really putting the nose to the grindstone. I really feel that, it's just about that it's not very long. It's a number eight card. So, you don't have very long to go. But yes, this kind of focused effort is what I'm seeing throughout December. And the end product is going to be pretty good, I feel. Don't let people detract you, with too much information. It is possible that they might come and, tell you you should do it this way or that way. You only need to hear, what you feel is right. You don't really need to, like get into what people are saying, right? Now, I also feel with the King of Swords that there might be, something to do with so this could be since we're looking at work at the moment, I feel, yes, I mean, you might have a boss figure, who might be at your back to kind of, mm, you know, um, set some, they've set some target, and I think you will need to really come up to par with this project. So that's why they might be a little hard on you because they don't tend to share too much. So I do feel that you should not really let them um, affect your work. Okay, because this seems to be a very strong presence here, so it's possible that either you get to hear something deceiving from regarding this person from this person, or it's just that they might just be very hard on you in terms of what exactly you need to deliver in your workplace. So I really feel for some of you, I feel you might go up to the next level in terms of your position in your career, and that might cause a lot of envy with people, and people might be envious and jealous of what you've achieved. And I feel that you don't need to really go by the grapevine or things like that, right? Now, I also feel that this would be whatever, if you do get a level up, it would be in terms of the kind of effort you've put in, and you have put in a lot of effort with this exchanging gifts card, and now it's coming back to you. Okay, now, with this pure intention card, it says the fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. Yeah, so I feel with this card, it's like it's time for you, at least at the workplace, to actually do some manifestation because you have, put forward, you've kind of put in a lot of effort into it, and your prayers are going to be answered. Just set the manifestation. So if your intention is to become this King of Swords, level up somewhere, do perfect work, or have colleagues which are, very supportive. I really feel that you need to set the intention at this point. If you have not achieved this yet, then you need to set your intention. And I do feel a lot of stability coming up in your work area in 2019 of December. Like you might once again with the King of Swords and angels of four directions, I am seeing stability at your workplace. I'm seeing a level up for some of you in your workplace. And if you haven't yet got it, then I think in December you will get it, and then you would be in a position to actually, you know, uh, manage the from a higher level, manage from a higher level, set goals in the future at your workplace. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a rewarding time. It's going to be rewarding for you. It might cause envy because you are now going to reach a certain level, but please take people's words with a pinch of salt. Okay. Now, in terms of emotional or relationships, I feel that for some of you, um, there might be someone who might try to sort of cause problems by gossiping about, your someone in your life who you really care about. I feel that this person might cause some misunderstandings. And so you need to be very careful about this month. You need to be very careful about what you hear from people because you don't know, like what kind of information is coming in. Is it pure or not? I feel you need to be aloof and just sort of, like be by yourself here and only sort of, set a balance. Like you are not going to be hearing um, anything or doing anything extra in your relationships at this time, whether they are friendships, whether relationships at work, colleagues, or romance. I feel that you need to you will be balanced. I feel, especially in romantic relationships, I feel you'll be balanced. And I feel that, with romance, it's possible that, your person might be a bit aloof at this time because, they are very much involved in work. Okay, so please take it easy and give them that space. Don't go around, like thinking too much about it. Just be very balanced because this person might be working and so they might be a bit distant. Right. Now, I also feel that, with friendships, you have to be careful at this time, if especially if they're new or even if they're not. I think you really need to, focus on listening to the right things at this time. I don't know why I get that. So please don't misconstrue things or try to hear gossip because that's not going to be good for you. Okay. I also feel that. If for people who are single, I really feel that they've been working quite hard and they've been very aloof because maybe because they've been hurt or deceived in love, or even it could even be that you're in a relationship and have been deceived in love. So it's saying now that it's a time to kind of balance it out now. Okay, set your intention because your prayers are going to be answered this month. um, you do not need to be in the energy of being guarded, being too being too away from people, aloof from people. You can start working on coming out of this energy by having pure intentions. Start with your intentions of what you want in love because it is going to be answered eventually. So this is a very good time to set intentions because it's a powerful period, I said, for file number one. And I also feel that, by the 27th or by the end of the month, if people who are in a relationship and they've been feeling distant, they will come together and it's going to be quite nice. Okay. I also feel, with this in general, with friends or with your partner, you need to be more receptive to listening. You need to listen more than talk. Okay, don't listen to bad things. Okay, not to gossip, but like let's say somebody wants to sort of, like talk, right, or just share something with you. Sorry, guys. I think I'm still getting used to handling my speakers, handling the camera angle. Oh God, it's all tough. Anyways, so I'm going to get back into the reading. So yeah, as I was saying that, for some of you, I feel small part of you. I really feel this would be about, um, you know, uh, a prayer being answered in love, or even in, I've already told you about the career, so it's going to be an answered prayer when you actually get to level up in your career. But even in love, also, I feel you have set very pure intentions, and someone is coming. The universe is sending somebody. I feel it's going to be a very balanced relationship, very stable relationship. It's not like you won't have to work on it, but I feel it's going to be a very balanced and stable relationship. And the person who might come into your life might be, someone who might look aloof initially, but would actually bring a lot of stability and a lot of growth, stability, balance to your life, I feel. Okay, now when I look at it spiritually, I feel spiritually there's some major stuff going on. Like, I think you set an intention, and it's now, since now you are in balance, because I somehow feel this exchanging gifts and spirit card. They both indicate, you coming into balance spiritually, okay, spiritually, emotionally. So I feel that now that that has happened, the universe is giving you a blessing, because you did have a pure intention, and it's still not manifested, but somehow, with this card, I just feel that there's something coming to you. I have no clue what it is. Okay, I think spiritually something is coming to you, because I'm seeing this butterfly here, and butterfly is a sign of transformation. So either it is you, because I see two angels here and these wings here. So either it's like you are spiritually kind of ascending, acquiring more psychic powers, being more receptive, and with the blessing for the right words, I feel maybe clairaudient. I'm seeing that maybe your clairaudience skills are actually increasing, and but you need to still do some work there, because you might, get conflicting information. But I feel something spiritually, an answered prayer is coming to you. And since you have come into balance and kind of ascended spiritually and gone to a level up, I feel, you have wings now. So, very strong time spiritually is what I'm seeing. And you have like really, really struggled for it, I feel, throughout this time, and it's coming now. You have come into balance, and it is coming. So don't trust too much on other people. I think that the theme that I'm seeing for the entire month, before I wrap up here, I'm going to say first being that don't put too much emphasis on uh, you know um, other people. Okay, whether it is in your work, or it is in your uh, your romance or spirituality. Don't put too much effort in your, in others. Listen to yourself. That's the first theme that I'm getting. The second one that I get is basically that, you need to, um, some prayer of yours is getting answered. I feel, like it is like, you have asked for it, and now the universe is giving it to you in December. And I feel this would be either in terms of love, or in terms of finances, or in terms of career, or in terms of even spirituality, because I do see you developing your clair audience, actually. Yes. So I think that is a key theme. These are the two main themes that are coming up in terms of December for pile number one. Uh, so, please keep in mind, guys, and do not trust your intuition. I feel it's very, very important this time, this month, to really trust your intuition because, it is a very powerful time. You are now in balance, and that balance is going to provide a lot of, you've done all your work, and that balance is now going to provide all of the things you need, and, you are leveling up in some way in December. In fact, I feel this is a year-long process that has been there. And it's now coming to the point where you are, after all this work in this year, you are now coming to a point where you have risen. You have finally done it. And now it's time to receive from the universe whatever you have set, whatever intention you have set. It's now time to receive. So, yeah, file number one, this is what I see for you. Now, let's see file number two. So file number two is the green citrine. I don't know if you can see this, but it's really beautiful. It's a very light green color. Okay. Morrigan's blessing of peace after battle. The chariot. Can you see it? Is the light too dim? I don't know. Two of swords. New life. Earth connection. Stargazing. And travel. Okay, please give me 1 minute. Okay, so file number two. What I'm seeing, the very first thing is travel for some of you. Okay, either it's going to be travel, a relocation, something on those lines I'm seeing for you this month. In December, so it's possible that you guys are going for a New Year blast somewhere outside, and the bags are packed and all happening. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing travel, the very first thing. Now I'm going to take it, section wise. So we'll go for career first, then we'll go for romance, and then we'll look at spirituality. So let's see what's coming up in December. So I feel that at work there might be significant progress, okay, in your life, and I feel that you might travel for business or for some business event or some project or work related travel. I'm seeing work related travel or relocation. Okay, so it's possible you might just get transferred or relocated to another place, and you might be a bit doubtful about that with the Two of Swords, but I feel that this is an opportunity that you should take, because it's a new life after that. All right. So I really feel that, this is going to happen for you, an opportunity to, relocate, or even for some people, it might just be business travel. Okay. Now, I'm also seeing that for some of you, there might be a field change or a change in job or project, something new, okay, that you're going to do. And it has been, I think, a little rough time for you guys, because I see this blessing of peace after battle and Two of Swords. So I feel it's like you're either battling in your workplace with your work, or you are battling within your mind about something to do with your work, or it's been very stressful or something like that. And now it's going to be peaceful. So this month, finally, things are moving this month at your workplace, and you are coming into something new. So it could be a new project, it could even be a new way of being, a better way of being. And so that you can come more to this flow. I see this as a pretty, a month where, it will end up really good for you at work, of course, but there are changes. Okay, there is progress, there are changes, but there is also peace. You might have to take some important decision this month, and you need to, and that's going to be good for you in the long run, I feel. Okay. Now, with this earth connection, I also feel like in your work, I feel you're very rooted and grounded, and because of all this work you've done. So, if you're worried about if you relocate or move or change, what's going to happen. If that's the battle that's going on in your mind, then please don't worry, because you are very stable in terms of your building blocks, in terms of your foundations, and you will sprout, you will kind of blossom from here if you do take that leap of faith and go ahead and make that change. Okay. Now, in terms of romance, I feel that there might, for some of you, I'm getting a lot of things here. So, anyways, I think for some of you, you might have like someone coming from somewhere else, to uh, meet you in love. Okay, so it's going to be someone from another city, another country, something like that, and or someone you meet during travel in terms of, a romance. And I feel that will be a very steady and strong, can develop into a very steady and strong connection. And you might face doubt before going into it, because you have had it a little tough in love. And but somehow I feel this person might pursue you, and you might feel that you might start feeling at peace, one when you start connecting with this person, because you guys have roots going way past. It's a strong soul connection. So I feel that this person has come to sort of give you a new perspective on life, to change your life, your love life, to a large extent. And you need to go more with your intuition here, rather than your mind. So please stay open, because a new chapter in your life is opening up. You are blossoming. You have cracked out of the egg, and now you are ready to blossom. And I feel this person has come just in time to show you this beautiful self of yours. So do give this a chance. If someone is there, if you meet someone, even if their coordinates don't exactly match up, do give this some time, because I feel this is going to turn out to be a very significant connection to pile number two people. Um, Now, if I come to spiritually, I feel there is spiritual progress. I feel like it's like you have been in this stuck mode spiritually, and you have been going by your intuition, and now I think the period of waiting is over, and you make significant strides and transformations in your spiritual area of life. And I feel that you have become more grounded, as well as someone who flows with the intuition. So you are actually in a place where you're balancing things very, very well, and you have blossomed spiritually, you have progressed. And it's been tough, but now you're ready to break that shell and come out and show your beautiful self to to the world. So I really feel that spiritually, your heart chakra also is now open, to beyond, to more knowledge and more peace, and your intuitions will get heightened, and you just launching off into a very new phase spiritually. You might be discovering gifts, psychic gifts, spiritual gifts that you did not have, that you didn't think you would have. And I think overall it's going to be a lot of progress in this area as well. And so the main themes that I'm seeing for pile number two is progress, right? Progress is what I'm seeing in all areas in December. I also see travel, right? I see travel and I see new beginnings, right? Beautiful new beginnings, which are very rooted and strong. So, in all areas of life, as a matter of fact. So, like, please remember to not get too caught up in your head because the end of December or December is launching you into a new beginning, and it's going to be a blessing of peace after whatever you have been through in this entire year. So welcome it with open arms. It's going to be a very good month on all levels, I feel. Okay. I am hurrying it up a little bit right now because I think I have a tendency to ramble at times. So, anyways, now we'll go to file number three. So, file number three, people, it's Moonstone. I hope you can see that. Now, a blessing on a resolution, Six of Cups, Eight of Swords, building blocks, listening, golden memories, temptation, and the vast universe. All right, very interesting pile, I feel. Okay, so for pile number three, people, I think the very first thing I'm seeing here, very strong energy here, is meeting old friends, or someone from the past is coming up. Because I'm seeing that, you will revisit golden memories, in December. There might be a reunion of sorts. Okay, now let's go into um, the career part of it, or career and finance. I feel that um, something is going to be resolved at the workplace. Maybe something that you have been waiting for, which is like with the building blocks card here. I feel you've been waiting for something because there's 27 and then a 28. Okay, so it's like going to be a building block towards your future success in your career. And I feel in your career or your work. I feel you've been in the stuck mode for some time at work and you've not been able to do anything about it as well. And I feel with this temptation card, are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever it's, guys. So I feel that you have this tendency, probably you've been in this tendency in your career to kind of like be in a place which is trapped. Okay, because temptation is the devil energy, and devil energy means entrapment. So with this coming double, I feel you've been trapped in something in your work, which was not kind of resolving. It could have been a project, it could have been anything. But I feel you have been in that energy, and now it is in December 2019, it's coming to a resolution. Okay, and you are going to resolve this, and it would be kind of like a stepping stone towards your building blocks and kind of getting a level up. a solid foundation in your career. So, yes, something important will be resolved this month for pile number three. I also feel that part of this resolution would be going to the basics, basically, going to the building blocks, going to the bottom line of your project or work or whatever the situation is. I feel the key lies in going to the bottom line of the situation, going to the brass tacks, going to the building blocks, and that would actually help resolve this situation much, much faster. Excuse me. So, yeah, I think at work you need to do that. So, there is coming out of a situation at work and then, charting your path towards a better scenario or circumstance at work. And I also feel that for some of you, it would be good to get advice and listen to people because, with these cards, I'm getting that, don't think that you can do everything yourself and carry everything on your shoulders because, listening to people would also give you solutions to a large extent, or listening to someone important will give you solutions. Now, I feel that after this matter is resolved, I feel with the vast universe card here, I really feel that this is it's going to be like a beautiful road ahead after that. It's like no more blockages after this is like done. Okay, so you are going to be um, in the future after December also launching off into something bigger and better in terms of your career, your job, your work, whatever it is. But please do look after the foundations and please go very thoroughly and go over all of that before you actually set out, because that is where the block is. I feel people are having blocks here and they're feeling stuck. Okay, so for some of you it could even be taking a decision to quit and taking up another job or another project, or just taking a break and relaxing at home for some time because you're like totally burnt out. So yeah, the central theme of that is the stuckness will go if you actually go back to the basics, take rest, do something new, and you are launching off into something totally firm, stable in the future once this is resolved, and you will come out of this stuck situation. Now, in romance, I feel that there will be a reconnection or a meeting with somebody from your past. Okay, so this could be a friend, a colleague, someone you had a crush on at one point of time, or even an ex. Okay, I do feel that there might be a meeting or a reconnection. I do sense meeting very strongly, but it could be that you just connect over a message or call and then, reminisce about all these beautiful memories that you have together. Very strong sense of going back to roots this December for pile number two, going back to the building blocks. It could even be that you go for like holiday to your hometown or something like that, and then you come across this person. Maybe it could be a friendship. For some of you, it could be a friendship. For some of you, it could be a love relationship that comes about. It is just a start. It is a kind of reconnect, is what I'm seeing. Okay. Now, I do feel that, in romance, there is a bit of a stuck situation. Like, you feel trapped. If you are in a relationship, you're probably feeling trapped and, not knowing how to get out of this thing. And it's not really making you very happy, I feel, for some people. And so I feel that this December, something will resolve either in your current relationship, in terms of the relationship getting better and more expansive and stronger and more stable. And the key to that, I feel, is to go back to your roots when you started. and then both of you can kind of launch yourself and listen to each other while you reminisce about your memories of how you guys met, how you fell in love, etc. And that should give you some sort of a expansion, opening, a very beautiful feeling of vastness of love, memory of love, and then things will resolve by themselves. That's one scenario I'm getting. For the others of you, I feel it could be that it's time that you decide that to put an end to something that's not working in terms of a relationship. And once you resolve this matter, I think you are going to be, in a beautiful space to actually, meet somebody amazing who could turn out to be somebody you already know from the past and who has, it's like coming into awareness of someone much better. Once you have chosen, the road ahead by giving up the one that's not working for you. Okay, for the singles, I feel that they might be stuck wanting a partner, and there's a major opening that might come up by you guys meeting someone from the past, and the advice here for love is to actually remain very open, receptive, listen. Okay, don't be so much in your head. Now, in terms of spirituality, I feel that there will be uh, someone who will come to actually re- a reconnection with someone who which will actually make you probably go into something like past life memories or something like that, and or it could just be you, healing your inner child. I feel there have been blocks on a spiritual level with some of you, and I feel that and this stuck feeling is finally very suddenly going to be dissolved at a very core level. I feel this at a very core level. It's going to be dissolved, by you meeting someone from the past, or it could even be you tapping into your past in this life or even past life memories to make you get out of this stuckness that you have got yourself into, and go into this vast universe, get into the flow, and now there are not going to be any more blocks to your spiritual progress. I do see a lot of meditations and, maybe audio meditations that you might hear in terms of your spirituality to get out of something like this, or you could have someone coming in who would do that. And I feel you're kind of like, really, really purging a lot of karma here as you are at the end of this year in December, coming into freedom of soul, freedom of your spirit. And this is amazingly beautiful thing that's happening to you because you have suffered for quite a long and now the universe has a resolution for you. Now, that was in spirituality. What else am I seeing? I feel for some of you, it could be that you might either purchase a house or build or get into something to do with stability, like a house or a flat or something like that. You start investing in it, that will have building blocks for the future. So for some of you, I definitely see that. For others of you, I'm also getting, you know, uh, I'm very strongly getting reconnection. Something from the past is coming. Okay, so this is the main theme. One being someone from the past is going to affect you in December. There is going to be a resolution of some stuck situation on some level in your life in December. And I'm also seeing stability coming in, and then you launching off into your beautiful life after this stability comes in, So there is an opening up that is happening for you guys this month in December. So these are major things, and I really feel that these are the three key areas, and so I wish I wish file number three a very good December, and let's see what's coming up. Please keep me posted, and thank you so very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much. Bye bye.